Good afternoon. I just thought I'd give you a quick intro really. This is the first time I actually done a video in the car because I've only just bought this gadget. It's I got it from Amazon. I think it was about £21, but you've got two ways of fitting it. Either on the windscreen or, well, the three ways. On the windscreen, which has got like a sucker on it, and I'll show you a picture of it later on, the box. Or it can go on your dash, but unfortunately my dash is made of plastic, so it doesn't really stick that well and it keeps moving about. So, and the other way is through the air vent. On the air vent where you've got the grills, it clips, you've got an attachment which fits on the grill. But the only trouble with that is it tends to kind of slightly slip every now and again, so it's a bit of a drawback. So I've already got a mag, how can I put it, holder on the grill, but you can only get it facing me. And this recording is coming from the one off the windscreen. But the good thing about it is you can change the view by just one click, and you can record your journey, and it will show your journey down the road by car, which is ideal because if you get an incident happen or something like that, or something unusual happens and it's recording, you get all that on your video, which is great. And I've been looking around for one of those for ages that can do both jobs at the same time. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is just take you on a little journey to my local garage, which is not far away. And being a sunny day today, I'm going to try and wash the car, which I haven't done for quite some time. And I use one of those hand washes, you know, and hopefully bring it up to bring a bit of a shine back to it. So anyway, I'll see you shortly. I'm just coming out of my little road where I live, and I'm in one of these neighbourhood estates called Bewbush, and this garage is in Ifield, which is another little estate, and apparently the whole area, I think it covers about 16 or 18 different estates, and each one is broken up, and the town centre is right in the middle, which is quite handy. I mean, the thing is, I've lived here, well, most of my life, and although I was born in Merton in London, in the maternity hospital there, and then when I was, after a little while, I went to live at my granddad's in Tooting, in what's known as Rogers Road. I've got a photograph I can show you later on of him, and his picture of his place where he used to live, and his surname, strangely enough, was Rogers, which is unusual. How many Rogers do you get living in Rogers Road? No, not very many. Anyway, we'll continue on to the garage where I'll be able to get a token to try and wash the car. So I'll try and concentrate. I won't be talking that much because I'm trying to concentrate on the driving. So as I said, this is all a new experience for me. So I'm trying to cope with it as best I can.
Anyway, so it's all good fun, and you know, it gives you a chance to see a little bit of Crawley. I will do a better tour later on, and hopefully give you more of an insight of you know, my life story while living in this town. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's this blog is all about it's about me growing through the years. So anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Right, we're just coming round to the garage where I'm going to hopefully wash my car. It all depends on how many people are queuing up. If there's too much of a queue, I'll have to come back later on. But because the sun's out, everybody's out in their cars, aren't they? Oh yeah, there's about 3-4 cars in front of me. Looks like we might have a bit of a wait. Right, let's get out of this garage. Now I've washed my car, and I'll take you over to an area called Grattan's Drive, Grattan's area, and there's a park up there. So we'll go and see if it used to be an old nunnery a long time ago, and sometimes there's a little cafe there, a small business cafe, and it might well be open. We'll go and have a look, see if it is. This area is known as Ifield. Long time ago, I used to live down here. Well, not in the Ifield area, and if I go past the house where I used to live when I first got married, and we had 3 children then, and they were all going to the local school here. And then we moved again, unfortunately. But it's got a nice shopping, well, a little precinct shops, which we're coming up to now. On the left hand side there used to be a pub called the Pell and Buckle, and I think it's been converted into a cafe now, and it's only got the general shops there on the left hand side. There's quite a few. There's a co-op, and there's a little car park here on the left hand side, which always gets busy. And right in front of us there's a community centre where I used to go there quite a lot for boot sales and different functions that were going on. Now this road, Ifield Drive, is where I used to live, and when I get a bit closer to where I used to live, I shall point it out. Unfortunately, I can't turn the camera around because it's fixed on the road, so I don't want to change that. Right, just up here on the right hand side, I used to live, I think it was number 25, just after this taxi here on the right hand side there. Totally changed from when I used to live there, but that's what people do though, isn't it? Especially if there's a lot of people living in one house. Right, it's all schools around this area. On the left hand side, the has got a Landy Green School, infants and juniors. I'll have to stop here. Sorry about that, but I had to adjust the camera. It moved a little bit. Right, now we're going to go over to Grattan's Drive, which is near where the last school that I went to, the comprehensive school, and that was called Hazelwick. And if anybody who lives around this area that is listening to this, they most probably would recognise the name, because there was only I think there was 2 or 3, Thomas Bennett and Lady Margaret or something like that, Sarah Robinson, and then the Hazelwick, and that was it. I left school at an early age, really, about how old was I? 15, just over 15, and I managed to get myself a mechanical engineering apprenticeship with the largest engineering company in Crawley, and it had over 2,000 employees, and it was a massive place. I'll see if I can dig up some old photographs. It used to have the canteen was absolutely one to die for, because they used to have loads of employees going in there because the food was so wonderful. I mean, my favourite was like chocolate sponge pudding and chocolate syrups, custard over the top of it, and what else do I remember? The apple pie and custard, and that was all homemade. That was fantastic. But I mean, being an apprentice, I was there for 4 years, and then I had to do the first year at the local college. We had to do 1 day and 1 night as a condition of the apprenticeship, and we had to go to an area of the college that was set out for all the big companies in the Crawley, and they sent all their apprentices there. So you had mechanical and you had separate electrical apprentices that were learning different things. Then that was during the day, and 1 day a week, and then we had to go to an evening, so we evening class as well connected with it, and that was from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock, and you still got homework to do as well. It's like being back at school. But it was a really fantastic time, and I served my apprenticeship all together because I was at college for a total of 7 years, because when my apprenticeship finished, I wanted to carry on at college and study for the next City and Guilds advanced HNC, I think it was, and so I had to do another 2 years on top of that. So that took me up to just before and at that time it was very difficult to get a job anywhere. People were being made redundant. I think it was Margaret Thatcher that came in power, and one by one all the big companies disappeared around this area, and it was such a shame, because she killed the town. Well, she killed it everywhere, and then of course we had the blackouts and all that, so it was one fun and games. Anyway, so I won't say any more about my history. I'll continue that at another time, because it has been quite interesting. I'll give you an example. When I eventually finished college, I went over to Amsterdam to live for about 18 months, 2 years, and I saw an advert in the Sun newspaper. They wanted 25 engineers to go over to work at this steel company in Utrecht. Well, I've never been over to Holland before, so I applied and eventually had an interview, and I got the job. And we had to take a plane, a propeller plane, and meet over to Southend. South. It was near Portsmouth. It was I think it was a small airfield. I can't remember what it was called now. We had to meet there, and then we all flew out together. And when we got to Holland, we all got separated to different parts of the town or the city, and so because we got allocated to stay with different families, and lucky enough for me, I stayed with a family who the son played football for Feyenoord, and at that time I think he was the goalkeeper, and and I learned to speak Dutch, although I can't do it now, but anyway, so I'll continue that with that story at another time. Right, now we're just going under the bridge where from the school that I used to go to. On the left there's a park there, which is quite nice. Only a small car park though. And this area is called Pound Hill. Now we're coming up to an area that's quite posh. They are quite expensive houses. If I can remember which way to go. That's it, turn right here. Well, they're posh for Crawley anyway, put it that way. Mind you, I think no houses are cheap these days. Oh no, that's the posh area down there, so I went wrong. This is called Worth Park Avenue, and in Worth is where the expensive houses are. All right. I'm waiting for it to go green.
Yeah. That one is.
Right, now I'll take you down the expensive areas. This is called Milton Mount Avenue. Mind you, I don't know if you can actually see the houses from the dash camera from the front of the car, but I think I might have to come out here again and take some individual photos. I'm sure they won't mind, as long as I don't do too many. But every one of these houses is different. Right, now we're coming into the Worth Park. This is where the nunnery place used to be. So I'll see if I can take some more photos to show you. Don't know if it's open or not though.